making $1 billion a day. We defend Saudi Arabia. They wouldn't even be there. Remember the Iraq War, the first Iraq War, right? Where they were
Kuwait,
with Kuwait, where they came in and they were coming. The Iraqis were coming in, and the Saudis ran. I mean, I just remember it. But we had our Marines in the background. No Marine is running, right? And we took care of it. But I'll never forget that scene. So here's the thing: we defend Saudi Arabia. Every time there's a problem, we send our ships. We go crazy, right? We spend a fortune. We get paid peanuts for this. We have to be reimbursed. We have to be paid when we do this.
Then he goes to Saudi Arabia, and he lands in Saudi Arabia. Now, I like Saudi Arabia. Many friends from Saudi Arabia, they buy my condos. Oh, bing, 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 bing. I love them. No problem. I love them. They're fine. He goes to Saudi Arabia. He lands. There's nobody to greet him. Now, what does Donald Trump do? If I go to Cuba, if I go to Saudi, I'm on Air Force One, nobody to greet. Sir, there's nobody to greet you of any high rank. I said, where's the king? Where's the king? I want the king to greet me. No, I'm sorry, sir. He's home watching television. I'm sorry. He's watching a beautiful Samsung television. I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. He's not here. Where are the Castro brothers? Give me one of the Castros. I said, no, he's not here. Here's what I do. I say, pilot, come here a minute. How's our fuel? Fine, Mr. President. Get the hell out of here, baby. We're leaving. Right? Get the hell out of here. In the history of Air Force One, that's never happened before. The President of the United States lands in countries not even that big a deal, and there's nobody to even greet him, and he gets off all by himself, lonely. And where is everybody? Where is everybody? What happened? What happened? How about this? Because I was just thinking about this today. Tolerance is the cornerstone of peace, and that is why I am proud to make a major and historic announcement this morning and to share with you that my first foreign trip as President of the United States will be to Saudi Arabia, and then to a place that my cardinals love very much, Rome. These visits will take place ahead of the NATO G7 meetings and will begin with a truly historic gathering in Saudi Arabia with leaders from all across the Muslim world. Saudi Arabia is the custodian of the two holiest sites in Islam, and it is there that we will begin to construct a new foundation of cooperation and support with our Muslim allies to combat extremism, terrorism, and violence, and to embrace a more just and hopeful future for young Muslims in their countries. Our task is not to dictate to others how to live, but to build a coalition of friends and partners who share the goal of fighting terrorism and bringing safety, opportunity, and stability to the war-ravaged Middle East.